Hello, hello. Just a moment here. Trying something new. Should be exciting. Okay, if I click on you, I will see that I am streaming. I am streaming on YouTube, and I don't see the what do you call it? There would be a restream thing at the top right. I'm using the free version of Restream to stream while I stream. Double stream. Yeah, it looks like that's kind of working. Okay. And then what if I come over to this website? Ooh, I should like set my category. That's one thing I'm not doing. Frick, 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 frick. Okay, let me do that. Oh, I can hear myself. Mute that tab. Category, there we go. Okay. Software development. That is my category. Session title, I think I already set that. I guess I'll set it again. Developing a rhythm game. Save. Okay, great. Okay, great. That looks like it's working. Yeah, again, I don't see the whole like restream thing at the top right, which is very surprising. What resolutions does this support? It goes up to 1080p on Kick. That's pretty dope. Okay. Okay, magical. Amazing. Amazing. Fantastic. This doesn't look up to date. Yeah, this doesn't look up to date. Do I edit you? Live with Restream. Stream details. Is Restream also a platform, like separately at the same time? I don't know. Content type. Science and technology. Okay, no, it's fine. I'm just gonna leave it because I think if I change it on Restream, it'll change it on YouTube and Kick. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's a miracle that this is working. Uh, first try. First try. Cool. Okay. We're minimizing Discord. We're minimizing Discord. We're closing Discord, in fact. And we're closing this other thing. And we're closing this other thing. We're going to program today, I swear. I freaking swear we are. I promise. I promise. All right. Yeah, we're doing it. Great. Hey. Hey, guys. How's it going? How are you today? Oh, my nose is running. Oh, boy. So where are we at? There's like literally nothing new to show. The only changes I've made have been like back end, quote unquote back end. Just changes to the code to make it run better. That's basically what I want to focus on the next couple days, couple weeks even, couple months even. I don't freaking know how long it's gonna take. I've got this massive to-do list of basically whenever I was working on something and like some bug popped up or something about the user experience that I didn't like popped up, I'd make a note of it here to like come back and fix it. So after doing that for I don't know 5 years, I've just accumulated this massive backlog that I should probably start working on. This is what I did yesterday. We're gonna hide that. I thought of another thing to do. So that's what's hilarious about going through this list is like as I pick one thing to do, I end up adding like five more things. Okay, but we were working on we refactored Display Manager quite substantially. Um, so rather than having like a separate function call for 50 different things, instead we have this big one draw loop that does almost everything except for drawing connectors. And we don't talk about that. We don't talk about connectors because it is a mess. I don't understand this code. Nobody understands this code. And if I'm lucky, I won't ever have to understand this code again. And I can figure out a way to do it better. But it works, basically. I just copied and pasted that part, and everything else I replaced with like a sensible loop. Let's see. Oh yeah, so I just thought of something that I'm going to look into. Don't resize the note skin every frame. Okay. Not even every frame. Every note draw. Okay. Back to display manager. So, I was reading about HTML Canvas, and there was like a performance tips page that Mozilla has, and on that page it's like, hey, by the way, don't use the draw function, the draw image function, to resize your images. Instead, you should like save separate sizes of your images, and so that way you're not resizing all the time. And I'm like, huh, that's not precisely related to what I'm doing, but it's pretty close. So let me go see what I'm doing here. So our problem is that note size is in display config. And anything in display config can change as often as every frame. But if there's, say, 100 notes on screen, we can still save some time. And honestly, this doesn't actually change every frame. This is more like, hypothetically in the future one day I might want to change the note size every frame, but I don't plan on actually doing that. So that's one thing to be conscious of. Okay, look, here's my noteskin.draw note. What does it do? It calls this .draw image rotated. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, let's look at this. What does this do? CTX equals this. Okay, this is wrong. Huh, I thought I would have caught this when I did my big replace. Interesting, I did not. Okay, so let's replace this. Global.game context, I think. I better be sure of this. Yeah. Okay, anyways. We translate, we rotate. What is this? If this dot rotation angles has numtracks, then rotate like this. Oh, okay. That's fine. If we have rotation angles, that's fine. That's whatever. And we call rotate. And then we draw the image, and then we restore. And let's see. Can you show me the can you show me the documentation? It doesn't want to do that. Frick. Hold on a second. Okay, now I've got like a new problem that I created for myself. This is no longer typed, and we need to fix that. Canvas. Here, let me just there we go. This is what I want to replace it with. Okay, that way, when I come over here, it's like, oh, draw image, of course, I know what that is. Destination X, destination Y, destination width, destination height. Okay, so I believe this is the slow draw image, right? This is the slow draw image. We would much prefer to be calling this, which is allegedly a faster draw image, one that doesn't have destination width and height. Cool. That makes sense. And then another thing we could do to like quote unquote optimize it more is do like math.floor on these, but I don't want to do that. I feel like that would make it look worse, even if it would make it faster. But yeah, so our problem is we resize our image. Our image is 80 by 80 pixels, and I think in the game, typically I use not 80. I use note size 40. This is the full resolution of the image, and I always resize it. Yeah, and that's a problem. We don't like that. So what's the smart way to do this? Or what's the I'm basically going to implement caching. That's effectively what I'm doing. But I don't think I want to implement it like caching. Huh. Hold on, I'm just looking at my dashboards. If I look at chat allegedly combines everything. Or Restream combines everything. Huh, whatever. Oh, I have analytics as well. No, I don't have analytics. Because I've been logged out of Restream somehow. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with Restream. It's fine. It's whatever. It's whatever. It's fine. What does this button do? It says I'm connected to one channel. But that's not really true, is it? I'm actually connected to 2 channels. Does that mean I need to be on my dashboard on Kick in order to be able to see the chat? That would be important to know. You must set your stream before going live on OBS. Well, I might have fucked that up. Yeah, I might have messed that up. Haha, I might have messed that up. Whatever. Okay, so we'll just have to have we'll have Kick open as well. Dude, my other monitor is just an absolute mess. Such a disaster. It's fine. I it's great. This is how streaming should be. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so if I was caching it, if I wanted to cache a function the like quote unquote normal way, I think what I would do is it's like when you're caching a normal function, you like don't know what the input could be, but in this case I know very clearly what the input is going to be. I know very clearly what it should be. Yeah. I cuz like I don't want to I would rather do like some caching stuff at the start, like in display manager have like a function you could call for it that would go ahead and automatically cache stuff for you so that you can call that before the game even starts running. Because I don't want to do caching stuff while the game's running. That's going to be slow. I don't want it to like stutter once it's started. It should stutter, as it's loading. Okay. Hmm. Is creating a new HTML canvas bad? Is that like hard to do? I don't really know. I don't really know. Okay, this is tricky. If I actually want note size to be able to change, this is a little bit tricky. Hmm. Oh, frick. And there's the fact that, God dang it. There's the fact that there's actually 12 different images. There's all these different quantizations. So I would have to cache a separate image for each, or like a separate canvas for each image, for each color, for each quantization, times for each rotation as well. That's not good. We don't like that. Um, okay, I don't think I'm gonna do that in that case. Yeah, that seems 12 times 4 is 48. I don't know if I like the idea of saving like 48 images. Ah, frick. Maybe I should anyways, though. Maybe I should anyways. Right? Shouldn't I? Should I not? Should I not save? Should I not try the caching anyways? I'll try it. I'll try it anyways. It might suck. It might be great. Yeah, it might suck, but it might also be great. So we should try it. Okay, but note draw. What is in the contents of a note draw? Yeah. Center is not something I would cache on, but note type is. Huh, okay. So what I would do is like a hash table basically. It would have note draw as the key and an not an image element but an HTML canvas as the value. That would be the trick. So if I wanted to do a hash table with something like note draw except for the center as the wait, what the heck? There's no comma here. What happened? You don't need commas in an interface? What? Huh? How was that working? I don't understand. Okay, anyways, we had a hash table with note draw as the key. That would be sick, but there's a problem with that. Um, Frick, how do we do that? All right, now we have some Googling to do. I'm pretty sure what I'm going to have to do is figure out how to um, make a class, and then like you have to like re-implement. You have to implement some stuff to make it compatible with a hash table. Okay, so Googling time. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. So JavaScript hash table. Hash map? Is that what it is? Map. Okay, you use map, I think. The map object holds key value pairs. Yes. It also remembers the original insertion order of the keys. I don't care about that. Okay, and I'm quite sure I have used maps before. Yeah, I use maps and key bindings. Uh-huh. And in key bindings, I'm mapping a string to a thing. I'm not going to be mapping a string to a thing here, though. I'm going to be mapping a thing to a thing. Yeah. Okay. Let me look here. A map's keys can be any value, including functions, objects, or any primitive. The keys... Okay. Really? Is that so? Okay. I can handle that. So I actually need like to test this. I need someone to test this. Let me grab you. Gonna come over here. Not gonna export you. We're not gonna have a center. We are gonna have a note type. We are gonna have a note size. We are gonna have a beat fraction. And let me just double check. Beat fraction is used here, right? Yeah, right here. We have a switch on beat fraction. Okay, so it would be... What would it be called? Let note skin cache equal new map. I'm gonna put the type somewhere, and it's gonna map from note draw to additional canvas element. Okay. So I want to say, oh, this is obnoxious. I need like a string here for testing. So note skin cache dot put set a thing to test. Sure. This is actually really obnoxious to test. And in theory, if I make another object here, it can't possibly have the same address, same memory address, right? So this should be a real test to make sure that you can use objects as keys. Yeah, let's run it. So if this is working, we should see the word test printed out in the console. We do not. We see the word undefined. No. That's honestly what I expected, though. That's the whole reason I did this test. Okay. So, what we need is to make this a class. And we need to implement something. We need to implement some magic function, uh, some callback that JavaScript uses to hash the class. Well, it was an interface, but now it's a class. Same difference. Amazing. Cool. All right, so we're back to Googling. JavaScript, and the documentation lied to me. I mean, I guess it didn't really lie. It's probably just should have explained that. And it might. It might explain that somewhere. Can I have an example? Okay, using the map object. Their example uses a string, uses an object, uses a function as a key. Okay, and in their example, the object one returns undefined, and same thing with function. Okay, are they going to elaborate? They don't elaborate? They're just like, oh yeah, by the way, it returns undefined. Ha ha ha. Figure it out yourself. Oh my god. That's fine. I know what I'm missing. I just forget exactly what it is. I need to find it again. Hmm. I have a notification on Discord. No big deal. I will ignore it. It is not directed at me. Okay. How do I use an object in a JavaScript map without getting undefined when I call get on it? Uh-huh. Okay, that's not helpful. JavaScript class override equality. Can I see an example? For heaven's sake. Oh, good God. Okay, I'll admit I asked ChatGPT and it's giving me the wrong answer. It's telling me to override has and get, which I'm pretty sure is not how you do that. I'm pretty sure that's not how you do that. For heaven's sake. This is killing me. Pretty sure I need to implement equals and hash. Pretty sure that is a true thing. More than that, I'm not sure of yet. Okay, ChatGPT is finally coming through. Uh-huh. Surely the Mozilla documentation has to address this problem. It's such a common thing. I'm probably not Googling correctly. JavaScript use object as a key in a map. A key of it, you cannot use an object as a key. An object does not have a property that represents the size of the map. What? Google, you're lying to me. I think Google's lying to me. I hope Google's lying to me. Wow, this is really not showing up on Google. Holy crap. Okay. ChatGPT is coming through. In this implementation, we've overridden the equals and hashcode methods for that to enable us to use instances of the class as keys in a map. Uh-huh. And I'm pretty sure you implement hashcode so we can use has, right? Maybe equals is enough, but I'm pretty sure has you need the hash code. Okay, let's try with just equals, right? Yeah. Oh, okay, sweet. So it's as simple as this. Okay, so equals should be as simple as this. I write my ands differently. Okay, that's fine. This I'm gonna leave out, but I would totally implement that if I need to. Here we go. Okay, set new noteskin cache entry. Boop. This. Boop. You don't do this anymore, though. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And then we do this here. Again, guaranteed to have two different addresses, but... And I should also do has. Okay. So I should get test and true. That's what I want. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see. Okay, let's come over here. What do we see? We see undefined and false. Ugh. Ugh. No. What have we done? Huh. That is curious. What's up with that? Could have sworn that would work. Perhaps. I could still be totally wrong, right? Because ChatGPT could be misleading me, but maybe I also implement this, right? Maybe I also implement that. We'll try it, right? We'll try it. Yeah, that's fairly standard. You do this stuff all the time in Java. I don't know why it's so alien a concept in JavaScript. Makes me think I'm doing something wrong. Okay, still undefined and false. We're definitely doing something wrong. Ugh. Okay. Hmm. Prime times result plus this number. Huh. Everything's zeros. It should still work, obviously, though. Boy. How can I use a class type as a map key in TypeScript? Here we go. Okay, it's saying that you have to use strings. If you're using a map, then all the above still works, but you're not restricted to have string keys. Therefore, you can use the class itself. That's not true. If you have an instance of a class, you can get the class using the constructor property. What? Under a key which reflects the type of a class. Okay. That's the correct response, but that's not the question I wanted an answer to. Using class instances as keys. That's probably what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay. Someone says you can't. Map is something TypeScript gets from JavaScript. The JavaScript specification says map uses the same value 0 operation to determine whether keys are equal to each other. With object instances, that's the triple equals. Only the same instance is equal to itself, not equivalent instances. It doesn't defer to an object method like Java's collections can. Oh, crap, dude. Bro. That's sad. There's no built-in map-like structure that allows you to determine key equality. You can build one, but there's not one by default. You know what? You know what? ChatGPT was right. It was right to be weird about it. Okay. That's disappointing, but we will persevere. It just means we're going to have to make our own data structure. We have to make our own data structure. Okay. I got a call. A friend of mine wanted to talk to me, but sadly, I am busy. Crap, that sucks. Uh, kind of wish, I could talk to them right now, but I'm like 90% sure it's not anything urgent. They just wanted to chat. Frick, dude, that makes me sad. Um, okay. So map is not the magic sauce that we want. It could be okay. Our data structure. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. How do I do this? Let me mute myself. Hey, hey, all right, we're back. Yeah. So I did have a call. I did just go ahead and take that call. Uh because you know what? I'm streaming to 0 viewers, so might as well just go ahead and have a chat. Love that guy. Um okay. Signal. I don't know what that message means on Signal. Safety number has changed? Huh. All right. Um so where were we? We were making our cash, right? Yeah, we were gonna make some cash right now. Um, so the only thing that's really wrong right now is we're not using a string. That's what a map really wants me to be using, and I'm not using that, so I need to fix that. um, okay. Or I could use this. I don't think I want to use that. No, I probably just like comma separate these things, right? Would I not just like do the string representation of these things in a line? And ta-da, there's a string. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably what I do. So so how do we do this? Oh, hey. Hey, Yoinky, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so I think we do .toString on you guys. And then we're going to do a bunch of pluses here. Right? Isn't that what we want? I think that's basically what we want. That's the magical toString method. And then if we do then we make a new class. Class noteskin cache. Is that how you spell cache? Jeez. I think that's... We're going to make it abstract because there's only ever one of these. And we're going to have a static map. Public static cache. And this is going to map from string to... That's not how we do this. We're going to map from string to string. And so we're using this to wrap the map and this class and what we need to override the map methods. So like set set takes a noteskin cache entry and key, right? It's a key value, and we say this dot cache dot set. This is so silly. Key dot toString value. Amazing. Public static set. Public static get key. Nope, that's the wrong button to be pressing. Okay, and then we say this dot cache dot get Key dot toString. I hate this. I hate this data structure. It's really gross. Oh, I don't like it. And maybe I also implement has public static has key. This dot cache dot has key dot toString. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Holy crap. I think this might just work. Oh, this is so obnoxious. I can't believe this just doesn't work in JavaScript. Holy cow. Okay, we're over here. And frick, dude, it didn't work. Okay, hold on. Back to the drawing board. Okay, set returns nothing. We know this. Get should return string or undefined. No? You're not happy with this? Oh! Oh! Return! The frickin' type annotation save me again. Come on. Boom! We got there. All right. We know how to program. Woo! Yeah. We programmed a better map. A better map. Heck yeah. All right. Cool. Now I just gotta actually do this a little bit better. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna bring this over here. Right. So this is actually gonna be a lot of code. Way more than I was expecting. Okay. And we're going to make our note skin cache a little bit smarter, a little bit more involved. Okay. We've got like a stream of stuff. We've got a stream of drawing requests coming in. Here, right? They're going to look something like this. Right? We'll call them this. We'll say this is what we're getting in. Yeah, is that right? I probably want to change the name of the class. Let's see. What do we call it? That's a terrible name, but we're going with it. And also we have center X, center Y. Okay, that's probably enough to know how to draw things. And what do we do? We kind of want to steal. Yeah, we steal some of the logic from various places. Yeah. Let let me think about this. Let me think. Okay, so these were just like placeholders, right? We're not actually mapping from string to string. We're mapping from string to HTML canvas element. That's what we're doing. And value is a this. This cache.get returns this or undefined, and that returns a boolean. Great, that's correct. And okay, it's something like if NoteSkin cache has cacheable note draw. If it has this, then we can get it. And what does that get? That's a let cached canvas. We'll do that. Okay. And if that's the case, we don't even have to do save restore because we're not going to rotate. Wait, hold on. We do translate to the center, rotate, and then we draw image there. And okay. We still probably do that, right? We still probably destination X and destination Y. So you would sometimes untranslate before you draw the image, but since I've already done a translation in order to do the rotation, I don't do that here. Okay, so we need CTX regardless. We will always need CTX regardless of what's going on. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so what are we drawing? We're drawing the cached canvas because you can draw an HTML canvas. You need a destination X and Y. So our destination X is center X plus cacheable note draw dot note size over 2. Is that right? Am I drawing it there? No, I think I'm minus. Is that right? Hold on, let me visualize this. Yeah. The top left corner, we're given the center point. We want to get the top left corner. That's going to be minus X and minus Y. Yeah. Minus half the note size and Beautiful. Okay, so that's the cached case. That's where we hit the cache. And that should be this is all a theory. That should be faster because this version of draw image does not do resizing. That's why we're doing all this mess. Okay, and then all this is gonna go away. We don't want this here anymore. And if the NoteSkin cache doesn't have that, then we have to put the thing in the cache. which means we have to do document.create element. We have to create the canvas that's going to go in there. And I know we're going to need the context as well. Let fantastic. And then we draw to that new canvas. Oh, it needs a width and a height. Canvas.width is equal to cacheable note draw dot note size, because it's square. Okay. And okay, and this is where it's a little bit ugly, right? We're gonna have to do 2 draw images in this case. So in the worst case, this is actually slower than the previous method, than this method. Why don't I refactor this? Why don't I refactor you to look nicer? Because, like, why are my arguments all spread out like that? Do not like that. Okay. Refactor you so that you can take in a context as an argument. CTX canvas rendering context 2D. Yeah, you take that in as an argument so that I can just do this with cache context. And I'm drawing... Okay, what image am I drawing? What image am I drawing? So, okay, let me go back and look at the usages of this. Yeah. This is the public interface that I'm exposing, right? This is the interface. This is the thing I'm caching. I'm adding caching to, I should say. And this thing knows what image is being used. I guess I would take an image as an argument here. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Image. HTML image element. So we just pass along the image into there. We basically are doing the same thing as before. Yeah, we're doing nearly the same thing. Except for the fact that this is going to be much longer to write. Oh, so much longer to write. Cachable note draw dot track number, cachable note draw dot known tracks. Oh yeah, center X. Yeah. No? You're not happy. Oh. Now it's happy. Yeah. And how does it know what rotation to draw at? Oh, this looks strong. It goes and looks them up in this .rotationangles.get. Yeah. Okay, so that should basically work. Oh, okay, so that's the first draw. Don't forget, there's 2 draws that we have to do. So we've drawn our image onto our new canvas. And then I basically do this. Except it's not cached canvas anymore. Half a note size. Okay, well, if we're going to use it in both places, might as well do that. Perfect. And we need to save it to the cache. So we say noteskin cache dot set cacheable note draw canvas. It's amazing. It's so great. I'm a little bit lost. Okay. So we replace this with this. Okay. Now, I'm still a little bit annoyed by this. I would prefer not to use a class and instead use an interface. But we have the problem of not having this. Okay. So that's what we'll do. We'll do that. We'll do this, and we'll just make a little function. Function. Probably go ahead and rename this to cacheable note draw. Function note stringify note draw. Amazing. Get out of here. Get out of here. Here we go. That's what we like to see. And this is what we're going to do. Yep. it should be telling me that using this dot is an error, but it's not. So, dude, I always do that. I don't know what my problem is. Okay. Boop. Oh, it's gonna be C dot. C dot. Boop, boop, boop. C dot. There's still a small problem, which is that I probably want to put commas in between these. Yeah, I think I want to comma separate these. That makes an amount of sense. Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of assumptions going into this. To even do get, we have to stringify this object, which involves this series of like 10 string operations. I assume that this series of 10 string operations is significantly faster than the difference between drawing an image resized or not. That's the assumption baked into this. That's the assumption I have to make. Okay, and I did that so that I can do this thing, actually, so that I can just do note draw here, right? And image. And if we did this and this, we would have to do this and this. This actually. Okay. And we're gonna have to do the same thing here. Center X. Draw dot center dot Y. Okay, and again, we're gonna do that same thing over here. This way, we don't have to create a new instance of an object. We don't have to call new anymore because we're just using this interface. And this interface is also compatible with this interface. If this is like a subset. No, not that. This interface. Yeah, like these two things are almost exactly the same, except that this one doesn't have center. Amazing. Fantastic. We love to see it. All right, let me stop over real quick. I have a sneaking suspicion that Restream would not be telling me if I was getting chat from YouTube. Let me see. Dashboard Restream. Yeah, I think that aspect of Restream is kind of not working. I will have to live with that fact. My resolution is 1920 by 1088. That's wait, what? How did that happen? settings, stream, output, video. That's not what OBS says. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. But yeah, let me pop into YouTube real quick. Here. I am now a viewer. Cool. Great. Yeah, so I don't know how I would be able to track all these chats separately. Yeah, sure. I've got like 12 windows on my screen right now. This is silly. This is incredibly silly. It's fine. It's great. We love it. I don't understand. I did get that one guy to show up on Kick though, so that's cool. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Okay, we have cached the image drawing. We have cached the image drawing. Yeah, we can test it now, I think. Display manager. Yeah, so the caching is just built into the draw. It's not the ideal method of caching because the first few draws are going to be slower, but it might work. It might provide a performance improvement. Might. Volume? Volume percent. 20%. Ooh, problem. I see a problem. I see a problem. We're getting a lot of cache hits. So it's like kind of working. Right? We get 4 cache misses and then a cache hit, which is what I would expect to see. But I would also expect to see the I would expect to see the arrows there. Interesting. Okay. I must have made some kind of silly mistake here. Draw image, cached canvas, that stuff. And the CTX I'm drawing to is this global game context. Yeah. Okay, so what must be happening is that this isn't working. Yeah, this must not be working, right? Okay, so I pass in a CTX. I'm drawing to the cache context, which is this canvas, the one that I just created. Draw image, the given image, which is right here, which is right there. Okay, yeah. And this is just like a carbon copy of the other one, so oh, wait a second. This is wrong. This is wrong. Wait, is it wrong? Because center, this is not. This is not right. Um, the actual center on this little local canvas is half a note size. Because the only thing it contains is this image. Yeah. Um, yeah. That should be that. I think that's the problem. I do believe that was the problem. Yes. Yes. Okay. Cache miss. These are track numbers. Number of tracks. 1, 2, 1, 2. What are those? Those are note types. Yeah, those are note types. So it's a normal note, and then this is a hold head, but they look the same. Yeah, and then 40 is the note size, and 8 is the what? Beat fraction? These are eighth notes. Why are these eighth notes? It's a little strange that they're eighth notes. Huh. Well, let's play a song. I'm not going to be able to like perceive any sort of performance difference. It's just going to kind of be a guess. Oh, and especially not when I'm streaming as well. Like good luck doing performance tests while also streaming. And while I'm constantly not logging stuff. Is desktop audio on? It is. Though it's a little bit loud. I think. Sure. So that saves to the config. Yeah, but I don't want it to pre-cache anything. So I'm refreshing every time. Okay. Okay, let's analyze. We have several cache misses. So many cache hits, though. So many cache hits. That's pretty freaking cool. That's pretty freaking cool. Holy moly. What's holy moly? That's pretty freaking cool. I think caching is working. I think caching is working. Couldn't possibly tell you if it's an improvement, but I'm gonna leave it in. You're a lot better at the game than I would have guessed. Well, I'm actually not that good, but thank you anyways. um, I feel like I should be better given how long I've been working on this project, which is about 5 years. And then if you include all like how long I've been playing rhythm games in general, God, it's been over 10 years. So I should actually be way better. I should be way better. Uh, freaking heck, dude, this is fantastic though. This is fantastic. I need to get rid of this though. I need to replace this, and this is okay. That's literally the only place it's used. Cool. All right. So, boop, 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 and I go fix. That's not the right call. This one. And I need to go get the global game context. Global.game context. And I cast you to a canvas rendering context 2D. And amazing. Simply amazing. Okay. Now, if I was a responsible game developer, what I would do is go add an option so that in case this feature is really bad, the user could turn it off. Right? That is sort of what a responsible game developer would do. And it would be so simple and easy to do, too. So since it's the right thing to do and it's really easy, I think I will do it. And when I say easy, it's actually probably going to take a solid 10 minutes. Global.game context. Yeah? Is it happy? It's not happy. It's in fact very mad. Okay, now it's happy. And then I go rename this to not have 2 at the end, because that's silly. So what I want to work here is an if statement that says if global.config cast this to a config object. If global.config dot this new option I'm going to create caching enabled. If caching enabled, then do it this way. Otherwise, do it the old way. And this doesn't know what a config is, so I just told it what it is. And caching enabled doesn't exist yet, which is correct. And, ooh, I need to change the name of it to match the style of all the other booleans I have in there. Public is caching enabled boolean. Not boolean. Cool. You don't remember ever seeing a settings option to disable caching before. You know what? Neither do I. You know what? Neither do I. But I think in most other games, they would know. Yeah, well, you know what? I won't be humble about it. I'll say, yeah, you know what? That's because other games are shit. This is innovation. Default undefined. Default value is default config dot is caching, and that's not how you spell that. Oh, and this string here go over to default config, add this is caching. We're going to default it to true, which is totally fine. Totally fine. After all, the game has literally 1 or 2 players. So if this totally breaks everything, no harm, no foul. And I want everyone to start yelling at me if it does break things. So we're going to default it to true. Yes. So we're not done yet. That makes that makes this not be an error, but the user still can't modify it yet. So we come over to and I dread this. We come over to the options UI code. Okay. Let me go look at it real quick. Yeah, I'll put it after FPS counter, basically. Yep. 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 Okay. Create labeled select. The label for it is allow caching. And caching enabled select is what we is the ID that we give to the HTML object. Is caching enabled is what we give that function. Is valid. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about right. Yeah. Oh, man. So I have to implement these 3 functions. Cool. I can do that. Now let me go find the FPS version of those 3 functions. FPS counter error. Okay. Is valid caching. Okay. So that is correct as is. This is correct as is, I think. Yeah. all I need to do is write the info blurb for it. There's a plane flying overhead. How do I describe this concept to people? Whether to use caching in the note draw logic. Yeah. Because if the user doesn't know what caching is, they should not touch that function, probably. And I claim the feature is in. I claim it's the options there. Okay. We go to options, allow caching. Whether to use caching in the note draw logic. Yes. Does it still work? Does it still work? Did I delete all my print statements? Yep. We love it. We love it. Dude, we're like real game developers now. We freaking I could go tell an employer, be like, "Hey dude, check out how I implemented caching in my frick. Okay. I automatically failed the interview. What would you call this? This is the game rendering logic. Yes. This is the game rendering logic. And I have cached the renders of game objects, which in this case is just the nodes. And not even all the nodes, but just the ones that are coming down, like not the, I didn't cache the receptors. Oh, this is the freaking tiling logic. Do not look at that. Amazing. We did it. And I didn't mess with the display manager at all. I did it entirely in the note skin, which has its pros and cons. Cool. All right, I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it. It's going live. Holy crap. Boom, it's published. Oh, did not mean to click that button. All right. Let me go announce it in my Discord server. Added caching to the note drawing logic and added an option to disable said caching, since I don't know how it will actually affect performance. Amazing. just man, completing a feature will just like make you feel like a badass. What can I say? Now we got to go figure out what else we can do. We have like an infinity of things that need to be done. Hmm. Display the average drift on the results screen? What? Does it not already do that? Click here, replays, boop, view results. Average drift is already there. Okay. So we get rid of that. Check for and fix desync on audio sync wizard. Sure. Um do I want to do UI stuff right now? Maybe. Yeah. I guess I could do that. So that comment is referring to this function, this utility function. And oh boy. How many places is this used? It's used once here. It's also used once here. Wait, is it? It's not actually used here. Amazing. Okay, so it's used literally in one place, which is draw heading. Okay. Which makes sense because the heading is these guys up here. So, yeah, I agree with that. Okay. There's at least one problem with switching to using a flexbox, which is that these guys are not in a div. So that's step one, is wrap them in a div. Okay, I can do that, I suppose. HTML div element. Great. Do I put dot element here? I think I do. It makes no difference. I'm going to put it here because that's easier to copy and paste, I feel. Actually, it's a completely arbitrary decision. I should not obsess over it. Oh, no, it's not arbitrary because look, there's dot element all the way over here. Oh no. So this goes here, and this goes here. We have one thing missing, which is, although we're spacing our elements horizontally, which is like setting their position absolutely, we still need to put the div on to the document. So we need to do document.appendChild. The heading div, because eventually we're not going to do this at all. Okay, so that's step one. Let's see if that works. Oh. Document failed to execute AppendChild on node. Only one element on document allowed. I don't. That's a poor way of explaining that, but I kind of get what you mean. Maybe. So I'm guessing it's mad at me. I'm guessing it's mad at me because DOM wrapper create. Oh, I'm already right. I'm already doing this, right? Here's the conflict. So if I get rid of all these, if I get rid of all those, will it be happy? I think it might. Not yet. It's not happy yet. Only one element on document allowed. What does that mean, though? What do you really mean about that? Yeah, it's pointing to this line as the problem. Document.appendChild heading div. Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on. Document.body.appendChild. That's definitely a problem. There we go. Okay. The buttons don't work anymore. The buttons don't work anymore. And holy God, what am I doing? Okay, I actually I know what's happening. I know what's going on there. And it's DOM wrapper. This thing that I've created to allow me to do immediate mode UI. It's creating a problem. Okay. Let's do this. And we're going to wrap all this. All this. Even this. In the curly braces. We need to pass a string. Oh, actually, okay, and what we do, check this out. We literally just delete you. Yep. And we don't return. Delete, 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 tab. Delete, 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 tab. So what we're going to do is, rather than creating, I don't know how many, 5 separate objects, which are each like being tracked individually by DOM wrapper, we're just going to have this one div element. And that's totally doable in this case because nothing ever needs to access each thing individually. Why are you mad? Argument is I need to return the heading div. Right? Now that I've returned that it's happy? No, I'm wrong. Argument of type is not assignable to type. We'll figure it out. Let div and we'll paste all this stuff in here. Yeah, and all this is okay. So I thought I was going to be able to be like clever and keep the old code working. Not so. But that's totally fine. Okay. Oh, and I remember the CSS for this project is an absolute nightmare. Oh my goodness. Okay, but this seems like it's basically done, right? Yeah, this seems like it's currently done. And the heading class is just this string. And we're happy. We're happy with that. Yeah. Yeah, this should fix that one thing and then break the UI. Correct. Okay. But the buttons still work. Yep, the buttons still work. So, how do we do this with CSS the smart way? I believe what we do is we say div.id is equal to heading div, right? And I will no longer need heading class, I'm quite sure. Because you can be smart about your CSS selectors to make this redundant. Okay. So let me go. Would you just look at this CSS? There's 500 lines of it. There's 500 lines of this CSS. There does not need to be, but there is. Navigation heading. Let me go find this. Okay. Yeah, we'll do pound heading div, and we'll say left, position absolute, right? Position absolute, left. I hit page down by accident. Left 0, top 0. So that should position it at the top left. And then I can do basically just delete all references to navigation heading. But say this is referring to all buttons within the heading div. And that should basically work. That's okay, so that's another step, but we're not quite done yet, naturally. And okay, perfect. Yes, that is exactly what I wanted to see. Now we can do the flex stuff. Display flex, position. Oh, this is, I don't remember the justify content, justify items, justify items. Center. That's not right. Space elements. That's not right. Oh yeah, it's justify content and then space. Around? No. No, that doesn't seem to be right. Display flex, justify content space around. It doesn't want to obey. It doesn't like that. That should work. That should work, but it's not working. Which tells me that something is wrong with my buttons, I think. What is that? Yeah, something's up with my buttons, I think. Unless it's justify items. No, it's not. Hold on. What does it say? Invalid property value. Yeah, that's totally fair. Button. Do we do display block? Is that the missing? Is that the secret sauce? Let me see. No, it's not the secret sauce. Ah, this is perhaps button. No. Huh. I hate CSS. I'm gonna go Google this. Okay. It almost worked, dude. I feel like it almost worked. Okay. CSS space elements horizontally. How to equally distribute elements horizontally using CSS. That's exactly what I'm trying to do, I claim. Okay. This person has 11 dots to arrange horizontally. And they're span elements. Okay. So their strategy is to make a parent element, use display flex on the parent, here's my parent element, here's display flex on the parent, and use justify content space between. I imagine space around should work too, just fine. Hmm. Evidently, there's also a justify way of doing it. Ew. And that would give me support on older browsers, which I don't think I care about. Which I don't think I care about. But it's good to know. Okay, let me look at this for a second. Okay, these shouldn't be a problem. This stuff, background, I don't think it matters if I have display block or not. Because in the, let's see. Yeah, in there, in the Stack Overflow post, they don't really comment on that. So that's something. Is it my position absolute that's breaking things? I really don't know. Good luck to you, Mr. Trumpet. Hey, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you. CSS is such a disaster. I will figure it out. Let's try not doing position absolute. Save. Don't need to recompile. Ah. We're on to something here. They are spacing. Things are spacing. Let me see here. Try setting position to something other than static. How do I deal with that? How do I deal with that? I'm gonna cheat a little bit real quick. No, not no drive. I just want to. Okay. Hold on a second. I swear the autocomplete on Chrome is like bad. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's like broken. Okay. So here's another project of mine. If I look at you, I've almost look, I've done this, I've solved this same problem before. You are display flex. Align items center, justify content space around. How do you end up at the top? That's what's a mystery to me. Your parent has position absolute. Oh, joy. Oh, joy of joys. So I could create a div to wrap my div. A wrapper for the wrapper, if you will. Yes. And then in that case, I could use position absolute. Ah, now you're really thinking. Now you're really thinking. Um, that seems completely insane. But, but, I might be completely insane. That might just be me. Is there is there a way to not be completely insane though? Like, why do I need another wrapper tip? No, that doesn't work. Position relative doesn't work. What are the options? Position absolute, fixed, fixed. Nope. And we already tried absolute. Inherit, initial, relative, revert, static, sticky, unset. Nope, none of that works. So so we're gonna grab this and we're gonna do position absolute on the outer div. And now we're gonna go completely insane. Yes. Div.append child inner div. Yes, of course. And the inner div gets all these guys. Oh my gosh, yes, of course. Of course, why didn't I think of that? Of course, that's how you program CSS. Of course. That didn't work. No. Why did that not work? Oh, come on now. Why is this crossed out? Why is that crossed out? Display, oh, because it's display flex, right? That's why it's crossed out? Okay. Why is you not working? I thought I was recreating what I was doing here. With 100%, I guess, is something I'm not recreating. Maybe that's it. Oh, that could totally be it. Okay. Hold on. The inner div is with 100% of parent. Also, height is the same idea. That could be it. I can't tell. Hold on. No. No. Oh. This thing's width is wrong. This thing's width is wrong. Question. It's possible that width was the problem all along. That's definitely possible. But okay. So we need the width of the whole thing, which, oh, I should really have that in CSS, but I don't. That's fine. I know where to find that. It's this number. That's the width. Heading div. Width. 720 pixels. I don't think I needed to do npx webpack there. But let's see. We've got it. We've got it, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we positioned elements and spaced them horizontally. We've done it. They said it couldn't be done. We definitely want space evenly. They said it couldn't be done, but today we made history. I have a text message. My order is scheduled for delivery by 6 p.m. Got it. Thank you. Amazing. Fantastic. Let me go double check. Let me see whether I want to see how much of this insanity was actually necessary. Okay, so we comment this out and rename you to this. That is what we do. That is what we do to try this out. And then we also come over here and we say, we do this, we do this, and see what happens. Oh, it's mad at me. Hold on. That's totally fair. That's totally fair. Try again. I think this is gonna work. Because it could have been the width that was wrong all along. Yes. Yes, in fact, it was the width that was wrong all along. My double div was not the thing that made it work. Yes. You can have position absolute with it as well. Fantastic. Space evenly is what I want. Yeah, space evenly is what I want. Space evenly. Fantastic. Okay, so we don't have to go crazy. We don't have to go crazy with it. We can simply rename this to div. We don't need heading class being defined here. We don't need that class at all, in fact. Amazing. Now we can resolve the quote-unquote ticket, I think, because nobody's calling this function anymore. And we'll do a deep search for it just in case. Nobody's calling this function anymore. Oh my gosh. How is it possible? It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Cool. Great. I'm loving it. I'm not sponsored by McDonald's, but I am loving it. Amazing. Amazing. Now we might have lost some backwards compatibility with ancient browsers. But I think just using Flex is like actually totally fine. I don't think it's a big deal. And if it is a big deal, then I'll figure out some way to like polyfill it. I don't know. I feel like playing my game, so I'm just gonna do that for a minute. Frick. Aw, frick. Ah, finally, we finished the song. Ah. Oh, I've been sitting for too long. That rhymes. Ooh, not good. Oh, that's weird. They're like not evenly spaced, right? Yeah, what is up with that? Huh. Don't know. Don't know. Couldn't tell you. Return. Okay. Do we continue? We should continue. There's always more. Oh, here. That's fantastic. Can we do more features? I said to myself I wanted to do between 2 and 3 hours of streaming. I feel like I could do another feature, quote unquote feature or bug fix. But can I really use value as number? Ooh, yeah. Okay, so this is deep in the guts of everything. Let's look into that. Okay, this is actually related to options, I believe. Hmm. Function from number or string to this. See, this needs to be generic, right? So, well, wait, labeled input. This input, what's up with this input? Okay, this, I should not have all my arguments in a line like that. That's very obnoxious. Okay. Create labeled input, the class in initial input value. That's not it. I don't think that's not really it. Oh, here we go. Right, this thing. Oh my gosh, dude. This thing is so old, I had a different indentation style back then. Yes, we have a create call. We have, okay, this is a function that looks at the input dot value. Is valid input. Right, yeah, here. We call element dot value, which is an HTML input element. So we can't really do value as number because sometimes there's a string, I guess. Let me go look. Here's a number, here's a number, here's a number. Number, 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 number. I'm just seeing numbers here, if I'm honest. I really just see numbers. I don't, there's not any text input. The only text input is a text area, but that's a separate function. That's a whole separate function, in which case, create number input. Hold on. The only calls to it are in options, correct? Yes, because this is a private function. Yeah, so this in theory means I can simplify some of my validation, I hope. I well and truly hope that I can do that. Yeah, this might be a little bit tedious. But let me think. if it's false, that this dot is a float. So that shouldn't really be happening. My question now is, when, on click, on input, let's play with that a little bit and see what it really is when you're messing with it. Like, I want to know what the error case is. Like, if I put ABC, it's nan. Okay, I gotcha. This is nan? This is nan. Huh? I'm sorry? Why is it nan? Uh, wow, I have no idea what it's doing right now. Input type equals text. Type equals text. That's not good. That's not good. What input type was this? None. It was merely an input. Okay. So it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if I'm crazy here, but it doesn't make sense to me to say input type text. Because I'm putting that there. I'm saying type equals text somewhere. When the input is only ever used for numbers. That doesn't seem super sensible. Element dot value as number. I think when I visited this problem before, I tried doing type equals number, and it gave me these annoying like up and down arrows. But you can just use no type. You can use no type, and it still won't give you those arrows. So that would be, I feel like that'd be better than lying and saying it's type text. Okay, but that's something in the create function. And my create function is create labeled input 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Create labeled input. Okay, so we're going to have a problem here, I bet. Input type equals text. I'd like to get rid of this. However, I bet somebody's using this function for actually text. Login. Yep, that's text. That is text. So I could abstractify this function even more. I could just comment this out because I don't know that type equals text is doing much for the login. Like I don't know what additional features using type equals text is doing for me in that case. I don't think it's doing anything. Okay, let me come back down here. Do I still have the console.log? I do. Okay. Come back here again. ABC 1, 2, 3. Yep. 1, 0. No. That somehow wasn't the problem. Why am I doing Control S? I don't know. That somehow wasn't the problem. That wasn't why. Right? Let me look at you again. Yep, you're no longer type equals text, but value is number still returns nan. That's really confusing. Why is it doing that? When I'm over here, I'm definitely able to do value as number. Here, let me click on you and do $0 dot value as number. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm incorrect. I cannot do value as number here. What? I could have sworn I must be doing something wrong here. Huh. Okay. If I Google value as number. You have to be using type equals number, I think. Okay. Okay, I bet it works with range. I bet it works with ranges. Inspect. Okay, so this guy, and then I do... Yeah, okay. That's why I was using value as number before. Now I understand everything. Okay, so this ticket is not sensible because I'd have to be using input type number on those fields. And if I use input type number, that changes the appearance of them. And I don't want to do that. So actually, I'm going to come back here and it was UI util, wasn't it? Yeah, it was UI util. I'm going to refactor that because there's no reason to delete this. It doesn't get us anything. It's not hurting anything either. So yeah. So this is I'm not going to solve that. I think I just delete that one. Cool. Well, that was a fun exploration. I think I'm going to close out the stream though. Yeah, I think I'm going to close out the stream for today. I definitely need to get up and walk around a little bit since I've been sitting for a while. And yeah, this was great though. Like I got a couple viewers on Kick, which is great. And so this was a successful experiment. I'm probably gonna go back and look at the VODs and make sure there wasn't any weird problems as a result of using Restream. It's kind of untested, so we'll see. Anyways, yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you did, I'm probably gonna come back and do this again sometime soon. So I hope to see you then. Until then,